What's going on, guys? Chris here with another video, and in this 30-day challenge series that I have put up, I decided to do a product review on this bad boy here, the Sony A7IV. But instead of going through all like the boring details of doing all the setup, I figured we'd walk around the mall and get some stills and photos and videos. But before then, I am going to set this thing up and get to know it a little better, if you know what I mean.
What are you doing?
And that's it for today.
I know you're not even recording. The lens cap is on.
This is not what it looks like.
The camera's not even turned on.
It's turned on. The camera is turned on. So we ended up heading out to the Florida Mall, and I wanted to stop by a store called UNIQLO, and it is a Japanese clothing store. It's really popular in Japan. I do know the whole point of coming to the mall was to get the shots, maybe take a couple of photos while we're in here. But also, I guess the beeline story to this is doing some clothes shopping at this store that we fucking walk by every time we're in here, and I'm always on the quest for like the most premium blanks, and this is probably like the best I could come up with. And my girlfriend also loves this store, but I think first we're gonna just grab some coffee. But first we're gonna go to Starbucks. I'm gonna let y'all guys in on a Chris top tip here. But if you're looking for anything great, those sous vide egg bites and a venti cold brew with the sugar-free vanilla, always top tier. Well, I wanna put this camera to good use and check out all these lovely little megapixels and get some of the 4K footage that I've been wanting. I figured the best way to do that is just go clothes shopping and check out all these colors inside here, test the color grading on it, and really put it to use. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I'm probably gonna show some B-roll footage here of this store and then some stills right after because, you know, we're gonna take some photos. Check out this 33 megapixel sensor, and yeah, let's go. And this is UNIQLO. It's actually a Japanese clothing store that I used to see all over Japan when I would go and visit before all these crazy COVID lockdown restrictions. And they have everything here, like shorts, pants, jeans, and these shirts right here are some of like the most high quality that I could have found. Super boxy, really thick, they feel very durable, and and you'll see here in the video how they ended up fitting on me, but I ended up getting a large and extra large so I could kind of test the difference here. This is me trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna set up this tripod. Oop, I see myself, and god dang it, I'm a monkey. I just started dancing. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
But I end up trying on the large, and as you can see, it kind of makes me feel like a little frumpy. Doesn't pass the arm test. You can see my little belly in there. But when I tried on the extra large, I was like, wait a minute. This feels just about right. I can hold my belly, plus I can do all my Dragon Ball and Hadouken poses. Pfft, easy. But I decided to go out and get some more stills of some stuff around me and just kind of enjoy this new camera. Everything came out super sharp, super crisp, and it blew my mind how awesome this camera was and how long it lasted. I mean, just look at some of these photos. They're super, super cool. And by no means am I some kind of world-class photographer. Please do not criticize my work. Well, hopefully we can get home and take a look at some of these photos and finish everything on our end. See how clear everything came out. So let's test it. But the battery life, super impressed with. This motherfucker is like, lasted like the whole goddamn day. How long have we been in the mall? Like 3 hours? Let's get out of like the harshest fucking sunlight ever and see what it's like over here. So now this is on I'm making sure it's on my Zeiss 16 to 35, seeing how the test footage is, 4K, 30 frames a second. One take, everybody knows the rules. So I get home and I'm like, man, I kind of want to try these clothes on and see what it would look like. So I'm like, you know what, screw this is boring. My life is a freaking video game. I'm like Tony Hawk Pro Skater in this mug. So I just tried on all these clothes, just like looking like an idiot, but it's totally cool. It was really fun actually creating this little sequence, like acting like a sim and stuff. But hey, listen, this thing came out, it was super straight. I mean, it's barely covers up my love handles, which I absolutely love. You know, I even give y'all guys a Dragon Ball pose, and you know it, a JoJo. So what are my final thoughts? Well, if you're looking for a premium blank tee, super high quality, it's crisp proof, and it only shrinks just a little bit in the washer, I highly recommend picking up something at UNIQLO. Even though I got the XLs, like after I washed them, they ended up coming out being like the perfect size. So super excited on that. I'm glad I sized up instead of like thinking where I would be, but doesn't really matter. Now, if you're looking for a recommendation on a camera, by no means am I like a tech reviewer, camera review person whatsoever. But prior to this camera that I'm actually filming, and I filmed everything on, this A7IV, I was using an A7R2. I ended up getting that camera like 5 years ago, and it was a beast. It's been a workhorse for the past 5 years, but I was always told to never upgrade your gear, or gear isn't like the most important thing unless it's limiting your workflow or prohibiting you from doing something else. Now, the last of this footage is actually filmed with the A7R2 because I wanted to capture this camera on the A7R2. And the quality is almost like night and day, like literally, right? Because we were filming during the daytime. I filmed stuff at night. But in all honesty though, the camera, the sharpness of everything, I don't know if it's the processor or what it is, the sensor that 5 years can do, but man, it is insane. Not only that, but the battery life was so crazy. We walked around the mall for about 3 hours. We filmed, shot some stills, and I still had like 20% left. The other big thing is that obviously the foldable, you can't see it, but I can see myself. Finally, right? I have a little flippy, outy, screeny thing. I don't have an external monitor, so having that kind of thing and making sure I'm in the shot or in the frame where I want to be at all times is, many a times I go out and I film something and I'm maybe not in the frame, and like the whole day's footage is ruined, or the battery would just die within 30 minutes of having that old camera when I would film in like 4K, 30 frames a second. Like, I guess it's just because I use like off-brand batteries or something, but regardless, I absolutely love this thing. It's so far one of my favorite purchases. I'm so glad I waited because there have been so many more renditions of the A7R series that Sony's put out, but I really wanted to get one of the best like hybrid shooters out there, and it was either between the A7IV, which I'm currently filming on right now, or the A7S III, but I really love the flexibility that this camera gave me, and it lasted all day, blew my expectations out of the water. So much so that I was so enthusiastic to get out and film with it immediately. So I hope that spark of creativity was somewhere in this little video and you could kind of get that right, because I didn't want to let this stuff go to waste. But if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, click the bell for all the notifications, leave a comment down below if you guys are planning to upgrade your gear. I'm looking for recommendations. Like, I mean, obviously I'm filming with a camera. Camera, check. I think this was like one of the main things that was kind of like holding me back from my workflow, just because like all the little things that this camera has makes a huge difference and makes just filming so much easier. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.